Nothing's gonna ever keep it down.
Morning glory and hallelujah, everybody. It is the morning after with Nick and Big J. Welcome to Tuesday. It is the 6th day of January, 2026. I say a very good Tuesday morning to you, Big J.
Yeah, you too, man.
And a very good Tuesday morning to the collective Treasure Valley and those listening beyond on the X app, perhaps streaming us at xrock.com. However you access the show, however you make it a part of your morning, both Big J and I humbly say good morning to you. And hope you're having a good week so far. Do you think this is like one of those weeks where it just like crawls along because it's the first week of the year?
Oh, well, yes.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say I was talking with one of our fellow colleagues here in the morning, and he's like, we're going to do 5 days in a row? This is crazy. And I'm sure that not everybody is in that same position, but yeah, it is. It seems like a lot all of a sudden. Ridiculous.
Right. It's like as I was like compiling my list of things to do this week, it was like a bunch of like, man, I've got a lot of stuff. And then like I knocked a bunch of stuff off yesterday and I'm like, this week's going to crawl by. I just know it. I just know it.
Yeah, pace yourself, man.
I can't though. Once I have that list filled out, I have to start checking things off it, man.
Let's see. Well, I was going to say, I forgot my book. I need to take up this mantle of list writing as well.
No, you don't have to do it my way.
I know, but I do. I really I need to physically write stuff out now at this point.
Well, here's the thing.
I think it'll be very helpful for me organizationally speaking.
But you are famous for forgetting things when you need to bring them places. So you should have a pad at your desk that just stays there.
No, I know. I want to bring a special one. It's a special one that I have.
I get it, but you always forget these things. You forget your wallet, you forget your keys,
no,
you forget your lunch, you forget all your things.
I forgot my wallet once.
But I mean, like, these are things.
You hold it against me still.
That you forget, and like if you have to have something that is mobile with you, the odds of it being left behind increase, I think. Whereas if you were to leave it where that list is supposed to be done, you'll have a better chance of success. I want to
start by leaving that book here.
Oh, I see. You don't want to take it with you to and from.
Yeah, no.
Understood.
No.
Understood. Yeah, it's not for everybody, and like I'm not somebody that like makes lists on my phone or anything like that. I have to physically like write it down on a goofy little pad at my desk, and then I will check things off as it's done, and I will add things to it as it needs to be done.
I have an office right next to you.
Yes.
I know when you've crossed something off your list. Do you know how?
No.
You go like this with your hands.
What am I doing?
You just
go like that?
Yeah. You do something, you accomplish something, cross it off your list, and you go like this.
That is an involuntary response. I had no idea that I did that.
No, I know. And I'm like, man, he's getting stuff done.
I'm knocking stuff out of the park. I know I'll sometimes verbalize and go, well, that's done. I'll say that out loud to nobody but myself sometimes. And there's a sense of accomplishment once I cross something off my list.
That's what keeps you going.
And for the record, I have 4 things on my list today, including pressing play on the following song. Incubus's Drive, kicking things off on the morning after with Nick and Big J on the X-Rocks.
Big J.
Important stuff is brought to you by Team Mazda and the Pre-Owned Superstore. Getting financed at Team Mazda even easier thanks to GoTeamCredit.com. Every single person gets pre-approved, no effect on your credit. Try it. Log on to GoTeamCredit.com today and make something out of yourself, will you please?
Yeah.
Big J, did you have any idea how big of a mecca Idaho is for sled dog challenges?
I had no idea. No. It's not like they're doing any of that here around here. There's no damn snow.
No, well, that's part of the problem. There's no damn snow in the entire state. And so for the second year in a row, organizers of the Idaho Sled Dog Challenge in Valley County, which is usually up in McCall, has had to cancel their challenge for less than favorable weather conditions. There just is not enough snow. In 2025, the 100 and 300 mile races were canceled because of lack of snow, and now that has happened again this year. Why is that a big deal? It's because it's one of McCall's biggest events. Outside of the Winter Carnival, it is the biggest event for McCall, Idaho, because
I had no idea.
A bunch of sled dog racers from around the world travel to Idaho to compete in this because it is one of the few challenges that you can get into if you want to qualify for the Iditarod. And so it's been a very popular thing, a huge tourist thing for McCall. So the city's kind of reeling because for the second year in a row, they've had to cancel this particular race. Now, go ahead.
Go continue, then
I was going to say McCall is looking forward to the Winter Carnival because they feel like this will make up for it like it did last year, but obviously it's a bit of concern because they've had to cancel 2 of their challenges in the last 2 years. Now, there still is one more Idaho Sled Dog Challenge that's set to run at the end of January. It's a 52-mile Warm Lake stage race that also can qualify you for the Iditarod, but they're going to hold out until January 15th because as of right now, there's not enough snow to pull that off either. And so now the racers are talking about, man, I was planning a trip to Idaho. Now I got to do this weird leg in Michigan or in Minnesota in order to qualify for the Iditarod. So a lot of the racers that are professionals and their dogs, of course, this impacts travel and cost and all this kind of stuff. They have to cancel their trip to Idaho. So it's the weather's having a pretty big deal, not only in obviously how weird it is for us to have a winter like this, but it's impacting communities financially as well for big events like this.
Yeah, and I feel like McCall is taking it hard because just getting to McCall these days isn't easy with the highway up there.
Yeah.
Just there's so many problems, so many rock slides. I mean, just it's rough. I feel bad for the McCallians.
It is. It's tough to get up there and to get back. I went to the Winter Carnival last year, which was a lot of fun, but that was like a day trip. That's the other thing about it's like unless you plan ahead, you're not staying in McCall for any kind of event. It's not exactly a huge metropolis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
It is a lot of fun. It is. And so they're taking a couple of hits here, and hopefully, I mean, listen. Well, with the Winter Carnival last year, I remember they pumped in a bunch of snow because it was the same thing. There was a bunch of ice sculptures and still things happening, but there wasn't a whole lot of snow on the ground, and so they had to pump in this stuff to make it work. And obviously, they're doing that for the carnival as opposed to the sled race because it's tougher to cover 300 miles of a racetrack with fake snow than it is to cover some parts of the city. Big J, yesterday was Black Monday in the NFL. We have 4 coaches that we know of that were dismissed of their duties. The Arizona Cardinals fired Jonathan Gannon. The Raiders fired Pete Carroll. The Browns dismissed 2-time NFL Coach of the Year Kevin Stefanski after 6 seasons. And the Falcons dismissed Raheem Morris after 2 seasons on Sunday. Of course, we already know that the Giants and the Tennessee Titans fired their coaches during the season. So now we have 6 head coaching jobs available out of the 32. So the question now becomes who's going to be some of the favorites and who are some of the names that are going to be plucking out of other places to fill these particular positions. Any one of those jobs stick out to you as the best?
Jeez, man. I would say the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot going for you if you can just figure it out. You've got, I felt like this year there was a lot of hope in New York and, Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo at the beginning. That was fire for a few weeks until Cam got injured.
Yeah, but they only won 3 games.
I understand that, but they've got some building to do. But I don't know. I don't think any of the. I think the least one would be Tennessee. Like, who would want to go there? The Titans.
Tennessee. Here's what makes it,
especially with them being such idiots,
attractive to me. Is they've got, I believe, that out of the bunch, they have the best quarterback. I think Cam Ward has got the most potential out of anybody and proved it this year. He didn't have a whole lot of help on the offensive line, but he did okay for his rookie year as the number 1 pick. They have the number 4 pick in the upcoming draft, and they have the most cap room out of all those teams to spend. Now, you have to attract people to your team and want to rebuild it, but you have some room to do that. The Raiders have the second most amount of cap room in their particular position. They've got $100 million and the number 1 overall pick, but I think that team's a dumpster fire, and they've got a lot of work to do to make themselves better. Where you're looking at the Cardinals, the Browns and Falcons both are negative on the cap space world. So not only are they terrible, but they have to cut players too.
I didn't even think about that until I saw it in written form yesterday. It just never crossed my mind, but the door is open for those nut jobs that are like, oh, you know what's going to happen? The Browns are going to draft Shedeur Sanders, and then Deion's going to end up being his coach. And that's like a real possibility. It would be a disaster, but it would be a disaster I would sign up to watch.
Deion has exactly a winning season in college football. and they're ready to equate. I mean, I understand that it's a cult of personality when it comes to that particular thing, and sometimes it's an attitude as well, but you do have to have some ability to make the players better. I haven't seen a whole lot of it in that world. But hey, listen, man, you're right. It will sell tickets. There's no doubt about it.
I would watch that TV show on a regular basis.
And I promise you it would be a TV show.
Yeah.
There's nothing I would know more than there would be a Deion Sanders coach TV show. There already is one.
Right.
Do you watch that?
No, because it's college.
Okay, see.
But if it was NFL, I would be all up in it.
Big J, that's going to do it for Mayor of Kingstown. Paramount Plus has renewed it for one more season, but that's going to be it. The fifth and final season. Jeremy Renner will return for the actual show, and it will be 8 episodes. The series began in 2022. It follows Renner as Mike McCluskey, a power-broking balancing tension between criminals, police, inmates in Kingstown, Michigan. Have you ever watched this show? Does it matter?
It's so good.
You like it?
No, I've never watched it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, so there are some things I can't quite play. You're not much of a Tyler Sheridan fan, right?
Taylor Sheridan?
Whatever his name is, I don't care.
I guess I'm more of a fan than you are. No, I'm sure he does good stuff. But I'm not interested in drama right now.
Got it.
Like, just...
Well, that's not true. You watch all your Criminal Minds that's all drama.
But I don't feel like... I just... Well, it's procedural drama. I think there's a difference. Yeah, but I don't know. I just have not been able to get into some of that. I just don't have a lot of room for new characters. How about that?
I don't think you enjoy anti-heroes. I don't think you like series based around bad people. It's the same reason why you don't like Tulsa King. It's the same reason why you can't watch other shows. I don't think you like the lead characters doing bad things.
No, I don't mind that at all.
Well, give me an example of a show that you watch that has that. Because you didn't watch Breaking Bad. You didn't watch Better Call Saul. You did for a while, but you fell off on that one.
I guess you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I just don't think
you want bad guys.
I just don't think you want your lead characters doing questionable things. It makes you feel some weird stuff, and so you stay away from that. And that's all that Taylor Sheridan's shows are. It's the lead character that's usually a piece of garbage doing terrible things, and the people around him are also terrible.
But it's also just like there's a few points, and then there's a bunch of stuff that's crammed in the middle of these shows. It doesn't matter, and I hate.
Yeah, but that's every show.
I know, but I'm like that, so I'm stopped watching that garbage. I'm like, I don't need any of the exposition filler. Just give me 4 episodes.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
I know, but it's just like I don't want it
because they need to hook you in and keep. And
I don't care how many people tell me how good it is.
No, that's very clear.
Thank you.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We need your help picking out a movie for Big J. We'll do some Streaming Dumbass next on the X.
From the new to the old, we're digging deep into the depths of Netflix. It's Streaming Dumbass on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Treasure Valley, we need your assistance. Big J wants to watch a movie tonight, but he cannot choose that movie for himself. That particular job has been placed in your hands, and you will do so by voting on what movie you want Big J to see. Here's the catch. You're not going to know the title nor the stars of the movie, at least not yet. Unless maybe you've seen this movie yourself and you can piece together the context clues from the plot description that you will be read. Then maybe you'll know it. But to those that don't watch a lot of movies or maybe aren't up on the latest releases, you may be finding yourself in an uncomfortable situation. And now, so you'll listen to the plot description, and based on that plot description given to us by the streaming platform on which you can find the movie, you place your vote. You text in movie number 1, movie number 2, or movie number 3 to 208-287-1003. The movie that gets the most amount of votes is the one Big J will watch tonight, no questions asked, correct?
Yeah.
Now, of course, the more people that vote, the less likely there's a tie. We never want a tie. Those are bad news. So your participation is appreciated, and your motivations are your own. If you think a movie sounds funny and awesome and cool and you want Big J to watch that one, vote for it. If you think the movie sounds terrible and you want Big J to really just waste his time, his life, and his energy on a bad movie, I mean, that's a weird thing to do, but I guess you can vote for that one too. We don't call you out for your votes. We just ask you to make one. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Movie number 1. A young man believes that he saw a woman getting kidnapped. So he seeks the help of Ed, his neighbor who is a retired security guard, to locate the woman. Things don't go as planned from there. Movie number 2. A woman wakes up on a mysterious planet to discover her crewmates have been slaughtered. When a man arrives to rescue her, an ordeal of psychological and physical terror ensues. Movie number 3. Years into their relationship, a couple find themselves at a crossroads when they try to move to the countryside, abandoning all that is familiar in their lives except each other. With tensions already flaring, an encounter with a mysterious, unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives and their love. Now, here's the rub, Big J. I think you have an opportunity. This may be one of the strongest streaming dumbasses of the bunch. I don't think there's a dog in the bunch. And each one has got some pretty significant star power. I know you're a fan of people in all 3 of these movies. I would even suffice it to say you enjoy the work. So I don't think you can find a movie that I think there's promise in all 3 of these movies. Usually there's like maybe one where I'm like, I don't know. But I think you've got an opportunity to start the new year off officially okay, is what I'm telling you. So your choices are movie number 1, We Have to Find Her. Movie number 2, Worst Rescue Ever. Or movie number 3, Never Should Have Moved. These are your 3 choices. Not the actual titles, just merely my summation of the plot. So you text in movie number 1, movie number 2, or movie number 3 to 208-287-1003. We will tabulate the votes, let you know the name of all 3 movies, including the one you chose. That's happening next on the X Rocks.
Here's traffic inside.
Alice in Chains, I Stay Away. On the morning after with Nick and Big J, let's get to the exciting conclusion of Streaming Dumbass. Big J, have all the votes been tabulated?
Yeah, they sure have, man.
Do we have ourselves a winner for 2026?
Yeah, we do.
I love that. Let's go in reverse order. What movie got the least amount of votes from our listener?
Least amount of votes is movie number 3, Nick.
Take that, movie number 3. Movie is the number 1 movie streaming currently on Hulu. It is called Together, Big J. It stars Dave Franco, who you've enjoyed his work in Neighbors and Neighbors 2, and Allison Brie, his wife. They made a horror movie together. It is called Together, and it is available for you to stream on Hulu for the select few of you that are interested in that particular movie. I've heard good things, but I have not watched it myself. What movie came in second place?
Movie number 2.
Movie number 2, Big J, it's like you're allergic to watching Aaron Paul vehicles. That is Ash, starring Elisa Gonzalez and Idaho's own Aaron Paul. Also a new movie streaming on Hulu that has got an intergalactic kind of terror element to it. It is available for you to stream on that platform if you'd like to see Aaron Paul's latest work. Sounds like you're watching movie number 1.
Yeah, overwhelmingly.
You will be watching a film called Neighborhood Watch. Bad news for you, it is a drama, but it stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who you enjoy, agree or disagree?
Yeah.
And Jack Quaid from The Boys. So you'll be watching that movie, also available on Hulu. It is a movie that I haven't heard a whole lot about, but I do like the people involved in it, so how bad can it be, right?
Right.
If they got Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Jack Quaid to sign on, it's got to have at least some sort of potential. That's my argument for it. So, but you will be our guinea pig. You will watch Neighborhood Watch tonight and report back tomorrow and let us know your feelings, unedited and not scared, about what you thought about this particular movie, okay?
Okay.
So if you want to play the home game where you can find Neighborhood Watches on Hulu, it's available for you to stream if you have a subscription. Big J will give you a review right around this time tomorrow. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some important stuff on the way next on the X Rocks.
Here's bringing to light stories that are incredibly f***ed up. Oh man, we're going to hell. What the hell? The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
Big J, we're headed to Morristown, Tennessee for today's We're Going to Hell story.
Morristown, Tennessee?
And just outside of Knoxville, if you will. And we are there because it's been far too long since we have had ourselves an honest-to-God monkey We're Going to Hell story. But they're back, baby. And this time it's personal.
Yeah, just in time for Primate.
The movie to come out and really to scare a whole new generation. I feel like it's Cujo for this generation.
Yeah, that's what they should be doing is peppering in these stories here for marketing, virality.
Well, believe it or not, this one doesn't have a whole lot to do with a monkey extracting revenge on its owners, but it does have something to do with a music store there in Morristown, Tennessee. They've had to clean up a pretty big mess and is starting to assess their losses after a runaway monkey broke in on Sunday morning and started just tossing around a bunch of instruments in the store. So police got the call around 8 o'clock in the morning reporting that a small monkey was darting around the Trade Center music shop. By the time animal control arrived, the quick-moving primate had already fled the scene. But he left a bunch of damage in his wake, Big J. He apparently took a bunch of guitars off the wall, throwing around some drums, some accessories, all sorts of stuff, and made a big mess. And Big J, I don't know if you know this about monkeys, but do you know what they do when they're not happy and they have to defecate?
What I have seen, anyways, or heard, they throw it.
Yeah.
They'll throw it at you.
Yeah. So the Trade Center music shop also covered in monkey fecal matter, which is not like, one of the calling cards you want for your music store, right? Come get a guitar at the music store covered in monkey poop.
Yeah, unless you're a country music store.
That's not very nice.
It's true, though.
So officers then spent the day tracking the monkey and finally managed to capture it safely Sunday night in a different location. Now, you know as well as I do that capturing a monkey safely, there were some trank darts involved.
You got to leave it to the experts.
That's right. So after they got the monkey back into, animal control, apparently they found out that the monkey may have been stolen from a farm in Alabama before it found its way to Knoxville and then Morristown. So police say they're looking into that claim as part of its ongoing investigation. So perhaps this monkey was stolen, had terrible things done to it, and then the monkey escaped and took out its vengeance on a music store, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Take it from his home, from his monkey family, and then, he's stuck in a music store. He doesn't know what's going on. He just knows he's not happy and he has to go to the bathroom. And so this music store got in the way of all that stuff. So, a reminder, don't steal anything from anybody, right?
Yeah.
Certainly not wild animals. You don't know when that's going to go sideways. And I guess everybody's just lucky they got out of this monkey's way. And it was instruments and not your face that this monkey was going after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't be keeping wild animals as your pets, people.
Yeah, eventually they'll turn on you. It's just a matter of time. It's the way these stories go. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe the monkey did start to turn on him, and the guy that stole him was like, all right, fine, go on, get. Make your way in the world. Find your own music store to rummage through. Instead of trashing my house all the time. But, yeah, monkey, there was a while there. I would say, in my teens, I really wanted a monkey for a pet. Yeah, it's one of the many things this show has changed my mind about. Monkeys just don't seem
unpredictable.
Yes.
Their basic activities totally unpredictable.
And yeah, sure, they're cute when they're tiny, but when they're old and they're strong, you better watch out. They'll start flipping things around with you on it. And that is not a good equation, I promise.
A schizophrenic cat.
Yeah, right. So, I don't think we have to worry about a lot of it, but just a reminder, not a great way to go. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. It is the X-Rocks. That is AC/DC. That is Thunderstruck here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Come on back with me, Big J.
Oh, where are we going?
We're going back to a simpler time. Back into the early to mid 90s. If you are somebody of a certain age, you certainly remember these things. If you are on the younger end of the spectrum, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But, Big J, video rental stores. Do you remember them?
Ah, man.
Do you think of them
Part of our
fondly?
childhood, man. Yeah.
I mean, listen, even red boxes now are pretty much extinct. There's really, it's tough if you want to get in your way.
A couple open somewhere there. And, but yeah, man, it was going into a Blockbuster was just the best.
Now, I've said this before. I have been in radio, God help me, for over 30 years now. But the last actual job that I had that did not include talking into a microphone was managing a video store. I managed the video section of Fry's, which is a grocery store in Phoenix, Arizona. And they used to have video sections in all the grocery stores you would go to. That's
Albertsons had a
big it was. And then before that, when I lived in Wisconsin, I was part of the Planet Video franchise, which is one of the competitors to Blockbuster, but essentially the same thing. It was there for people to enjoy. And this is back when VHS was really the options.
King.
Yes.
It could never get better than that.
I mean, I hadn't even worked in the world of video rental when DVD was a thing. So that's how far back we are going now. But there is a nostalgia for that particular stuff. There's a reason why the last Blockbuster over in Oregon is a very big deal. People enjoy that kind of nostalgia, that kind of time when things maybe were a little bit simpler. And you were like, listen, Tuesdays the new movies come out. Let's get our asses to Blockbuster. Let's grab a couple of movies. We're having a movie night. Let's go.
For me, an upgraded version of Blockbuster was Hastings.
Sure.
Like, Hastings was a church.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, there was everything pop culture in a Hastings.
And unlike Blockbuster, you could also buy things there.
Yeah.
I mean, Blockbuster had some used videos and things from time to time, but you weren't going there to buy things. Hastings, you could rent and buy. But yeah, everybody had their own video store that they enjoyed and they go to. Well, they're kind of making a little bit of a comeback in a much, much scaled back version, and certainly without changing any currency. You're familiar with the concept of little free libraries, right?
Little free library?
Yes. It's, the way that you repeated it back to me says that you are not familiar with the concept.
No.
So I am sure in your neighborhood and in a lot of neighborhoods, there is a little kind of like box where people can drop off books or grab books.
Well,
for
we have
other
an actual
people.
library in Middleton.
Well,
How
no,
dare you?
there are real libraries everywhere, but in communities there are little free libraries where you can go to grab a book, take a book, leave a book, whatever the case may be. It is to encourage people to read. We have one down by the pool in my community.
It sounds like you're in your house.
I frequent it a
I
lot.
understand.
I drop things off a lot, and it's a very nice exchanging of things without changing any kind of like money. You don't leave anything behind. Well, in that vein, there are some communities that have what are called little free Blockbusters popping up. And this is where people leave VHS cassettes, DVDs, and Blu-rays for other people to borrow, to check out, to enjoy, to maybe have a movie night of their own. You can take out and return them, and you can replace what they've taken with different movies and TV shows, whatever. But it's like a community exchange of videos and DVDs and VHS cassettes. You just need a DVD player, a Blu-ray player, or a VCR to partake. But people are taking it upon themselves to bring back this kind of video rental system, if you will, without paying any money. And I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, this sounds like communism should be put to a stop immediately.
I'm not exactly surprised you took that stance, but it is nice to see these things coming back. The question now becomes, how many people left have anything less than a Blu-ray player? Like, do you have a DVD player or a VCR that works in your house?
So, really funny you mentioned this, because I'm surprised she didn't bring this up in my weekend grade, right? So, like a month and a half ago, she handed me a stack of DVDs that were wrapped up in saran, like were wrapped up. And she's like, can you go through and make sure these work? Because they were going to be a gift to Mason. And I was like, maybe my computer does, but I don't want to monkey with putting in DVDs into my computer. What? No. So they just sat in the corner of my desk forever, and I didn't do a damn thing about it because I'm like, these are wrapped in saran wrap. Of course they work fine. I mean, if they're lucky enough to have, they have a PlayStation 5, so it'll play in that.
Sure.
So I forgot about it, and then forgot that we had that gift, and so I got yelled at about that, and we finally gave her her show that she's seen 6 billion times.
Did you ever
DVD.
check them?
No, because I don't have a DVD player.
Well, you have one.
I do. I don't want to mess with it though. I have one on my Xbox too, but I'm just like, I don't want to put diseased DVDs in there.
Why are they diseased?
I don't know. It just seemed like work that was ridiculous to be done.
My point is, if you've missed this part of your life, perhaps your community can have a way for it to come back. I also have a PlayStation 5, but like I also have a VHS DVD combo thing in the garage because I'm a dork and I have Mystery Science Theater VHS cassettes all over the place. And so I have a way to do it. It's not hooked up to anything, but I do enjoy this kind of way of coming back. It's just physical media is going so far away these days that to have any kind of connection to it, I think is kind of sweet and a nice hearkening back to it.
I think now is the time for a DVD manufacturer to step up again and get back out there because I think people really would like to have that physical, thing that they own and can have and put in something as opposed to the digital rental that we're doing that we're told that is just a license that we don't actually own the product.
I mean, I like that thought, and I would like to believe it. I just don't think that's true. I mean, there's a reason why that there are huge, large stores that have stopped selling physical copies of things. I just don't think the interest is there, which is because everything is at our fingertips and everything is streaming and so easily accessible. Physical media, all it does is take up space, but there's old heads like you and I that enjoy holding the artwork in our hands and having that stuff physically in our presence, and we like that stuff. But I also, in my own kind of counter argument, I cannot think of the last time I purchased a movie for myself physically for anything. I've gotten them as gifts and have them, but I've never, I cannot remember the last movie I have purchased. So I'm part of the problem.
But even on digital.
Even on digital, you're absolutely
So you don't purchase anything.
That's true. I rent things from time to time.
Yes, you would be a perfect communist. Just taking free stuff left and right.
No, I'm paying for the stuff that I am streaming.
Sure.
And I have rented stuff, but it's also an exchange of goods. I will say that. But yeah, I think the last movie that I rented was Citizen Kane.
Because I buy stuff all the time on digital, and it's usually stuff that's on sale. It's like $3 or $5, and I'm like, I don't know why I bought this. When am I going to watch this? I can't decide to watch a movie on my own.
But
I need streaming dumbass.
I don't think you've been burned by this yet. I have. I have been burned by purchasing something on digital and then it going away anyway because it's no longer a product that is supported by whatever product I purchase it on. And then I'm like, why would I ever do that? And when essentially I'm just renting it anyway.
That hasn't happened to me.
And so I got burned by that, and I'm like, this is silly for me to waste my money.
But knowing you, I can understand why some of those projects wouldn't exist anymore.
Hell yeah. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Maybe, just maybe, you'll have a little free Blockbuster pop up in your neighborhood and you can ignore it or pretend it doesn't exist. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some important stuff and your pop culture smackdown on the way on the X.
In search of news. Important stuff.
Launch newsfeed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
The important stuff brought to you by Beacon Plumbing. Quit freaking, call Beacon 208-516-2061 or check them out online at beaconplumbing.com. Big J, this is an interesting kind of debate that I didn't even know we were kind of having, but you are aware of alcohol impairment technology. Agree or disagree?
Sure. But, you blowing something?
Yeah.
There we go.
To start your vehicle if you are a DUI offender. Basically, it requires you to pass a breathalyzer test before starting your car. Did you know that 67% of Americans support installing these technology devices in all new vehicles?
No,
and where do you land on that particular side of things?
I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea. I also, though, don't like being told what to do. Like, in order to start this, you got, I mean, it really is freedom is making a terrible decision, is having that. But that at the same time, we should protect people. And I feel like this is an easy thing to do. So,
34 Americans.
I get the complexity of it.
Die every day in drunk driving crashes. That's basically one death every 42 minutes that could totally be prevented. Additionally, the survey favor reducing the legal blood alcohol limit from 0.08 to 0.05. Big J, how say you on that?
I mean, I can't tell you. I'm not a doctor or a scientist to tell you the dramatic difference between those 0.03 whatevers.
Yeah, but that has never stopped any American from having an opinion on anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine. It must make a dramatic difference, or why would they even contemplate?
Well, they're not contemplating it. They're just asking, should they lower the alcohol limit in like a survey? This isn't like...
I feel like that's pretty low. It doesn't take much to get to 0.08.
0.08 is essentially 2 drinks. 0.05 would probably be 1, depending on your weight and your build and all that kind of stuff.
I feel like that's a negligible number.
But that being said, I think the idea here is not even 1. It's like meth. If you have a drink, you should not be behind the wheel of a vehicle.
I mean, that's how I do it for the most part now. If I have a drink, I'm not planning on driving anywhere.
Of course,
rare, though, anyways.
MAD is one of the organizations that are kind of talking to car dealerships or car makers about this particular thing. And maybe it's a thing. You know, maybe if you buy a new vehicle, you'll have to blow into it to prove that you are sober in order to drive it. Or get somebody else to blow into for you. There's always been a way around these kinds of things. But we will see how it happens, and if it happens, of course, there's additional costs and all sorts of stuff attached to this, so who knows? Big J, not everybody listens to the national broadcast, nor do they watch the NFL football games on TV. Each particular NFL team has a radio play-by-play and color commentary team that does the games for every home and away game. You're aware of this system, correct?
Well, yeah, you're part of it.
Well, not necessarily, but they did break down the best and worst broadcast teams in the NFL. Do you want to start at the worst or do you want to start at the best?
Yeah, start at the worst.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins apparently have the worst broadcast team. That's Jimmy Cefalo and Joe Rose. Then the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is, by the way, rankings by the fans of the teams, whether or not they enjoy
harsh
the broadcast that is put together by the people doing it.
And I'm going to guess the majority of these characters, some of them are former players for the team.
In some capacity.
Or somebody in the area, at least, that's sports forward.
Dave McGinnis for the Tennessee Titans, which comes in at number 30, is a former head coach. Scott Zolak, which comes in for the Patriots at 29, former quarterback, of course. Vegas Raiders are 28. Jason Horowitz and Kirk Morrison. Kirk Morrison, a former player. So, yeah, there's usually the color person has some sort of player attachment to it or a coaching aspect. They were involved in the game in some way. But those are the worst. The best... Number 5, the Detroit Lions with Dan Miller and TJ Lang. Number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. They love Merrill Weiss and Mike Quick. Number 3, the New York Jets, Bob Weichen and Anthony Beck. They've been around forever. The Cardinals come in at number 2, Dave Pasch and A.Q. Shipley. And then the Packers are number 1, Wayne Larrivee and Larry McCarron. So now that's the best of the best and the worst of the worst.
Number 3, coming in adjacent, also Nick.
No, I'm not part.
Yeah, you were part of that. You helped set up and tear down for a couple games in the last couple years.
I will say this, having worked with both Dave and AQ closely for a couple of games, they are fantastic broadcasters, really good guys. And on more than one occasion, when you're like rolling around press row and people know who you are working for because it says Cardinals Away Radio, they will say Dave is one of the best guys out there. So he's very well respected by other broadcasters as well as fans. He is one of the best, but certainly Dave does a bunch of stuff too for ES. It's not just football. He's all over the place. He just happens to work for the Cardinals, but certainly one of the better ones out there. So, I mean, did you ever watch or listen to any of the broadcasts from teams that you rooted for growing up? Not even like baseball or radio stuff?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just weren't at a place that had that. I mean, of course, here, the Boise State Broncos, and the Boise Hawks, but on a national kind of thing, it wasn't like, I'm following the 49ers, I need to listen to their broadcast. Never done it.
Yeah. It's a bummer because that's really what got me into the sports. Sure. Like, I mean, that's why I'm a huge Bob Uecker fan. He was the Brewers broadcaster for years and years and years. And the Packers, because, back in the day, there was local blackouts, And so, the Packers would always sell out, so that wasn't a problem most of the time. But sometimes they would play in Milwaukee, and if you were in that area, they would black it out no matter what. And so the only way you could understand what was going on is by listening to the radio. And so that's how a lot of us got into the game. Big J, if you don't have enough of Stranger Things, get ready. They're going to premiere One Last Adventure, the behind-the-scenes documentary of the Season 5 Stranger Things. That's on Netflix. It's going to premiere on January 12th. You will get behind-the-scenes access to the series finale production. They have a bunch of directors that are going to be involved in it and having some fun. And so if you like Stranger Things, you'll have a behind-the-scenes documentary to watch beginning on January 12th. And that'll be until the spinoff happens, the last Stranger Things that you'll be able to consume. So enjoy it while you can. You understand?
Yeah.
You still haven't watched it, right?
No, I haven't.
Is it on the agenda?
Yes.
When do you think you'll knock it out? Has anything been spoiled for you?
Yeah, a couple things. Yeah. I don't care. I'm at that stage now. I don't care about that as much as I used to. So I hope this week we get started on that.
Morning After with Nick and Big J coming up in a few minutes. Your pop culture smackdown. That's next on the X Rocks.
Your smackdown on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, and let's get some tickets into your hot little hands. And I'm talking tickets to a Foos Fighters show. The Foos Fighters tribute show hitting Knitting Factory on Friday, January 16th. We'll line you up with these tickets here if you can beat me in a battle of pop culture smackdown.
How you feeling today, Big J?
Terrible.
All right. Should be an
Perfect
easy
timing.
win. for you calling in if you want some tickets to a show. 208-287-1003. And hopefully you can defeat Big J in a game of pop culture supremacy. Hello, the X.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Kara.
All right, Kara, you're up first. Kara, who, I should say, does Bruce Banner turn into when he gets very, very angry?
The Hulk.
That is correct.
Right.
Big J, you've seen both Wonka and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. What candy did Willy Wonka create for children who had very little money? An actual candy as well, by the way.
The Wonka bar.
No.
Yes.
No. That is one of the things he created, but that is not specific.
Was this key to the plot?
It was actually what the bad guy was after in the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
You remember that?
No.
Okay, that's not going to be great. Kira, that means you win. Do you happen to know the answer?
It's the gobstopper thing.
Right.
Yes, the everlasting gobstopper. You nailed
okay.
it.
Gobstopper.
100%
Well done.
correct. Good job. Hang on 1 second. We're hooking you up with those Foo Fighters tickets for the 16th. Enjoy that show on us. And sometimes it's that easy. Morning After with Nick and
Candy,
Big J.
foil me again.
Well, more like movies, but we got ourselves a little bit of headlines. They're next on the X Rocks.
For knowing this, it's Headlines on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows. Big J Ribbit, Uncut Gems, and Popular Attraction.
Damn. Let's go with the Uncut Gems.
Have you seen the viral video of the dude going nuts in the Manhattan jewelry department?
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, my God. It's been everywhere over the last couple of days, but it does seem like it's something out of the movie Uncut Gems. But two brothers, George and Freddie Akay, are facing assault charges following a Friday night fight with rival jeweler Mascot Alajandi in Manhattan's Diamond District. The 39-year-old owner of a rival jewelry confronted the AK brothers at their West 47th Street shop, demanding repayment for a $22,000 bracelet dispute. And Johnny accused them of using his name to sell a customer jewelry advertised as 14-karat gold, but actually closer to 10-karat quality. Video footage shows the confrontation escalating when one brother allegedly spat in this dude's face, which triggered a bunch of people punching each other. Al-Lagandi had to get hospitalized and later claimed that they tried to kill him because he exposed what they did. Apparently, the brothers would consistently try to steal his clients by saying that they were me and alleged that Freddie Akay strangled him while George threw a whole scale at his head. So we got a real jewelry fight here. If you get a chance, we can't air any of this on it because it's just filled with F words. But it does play out like a script from a movie. Like this guy jumps up on their counter and goes, "Where's my bleeping money?" And it's like a whole back and it's crazy.
I just picture an acidic Jew like Benicio del Toro, going way back. I think that was Snatch.
Maybe you're thinking of
like
Caught
that.
Stealing.
Yeah, I mean there was some of that too, definitely.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a strange video and almost looks fake, but then, real people are really hospitalized, so it's real. Ribbon or popular attraction?
Popular attraction.
More than 100 people assembled at Glasgow's Queen's Park on Sunday to witness an unconventional performance before a person's surgery. The performer had promised months earlier to receive a kick in the genitals, and everybody showed up to see it. Basically, he put up one flyer at a local bookshop, expecting maybe 10 people to show up. But then 100 people showed up, and sure enough, Big J, he got kicked right in the junk in front of everybody. What a way to spend a Sunday. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
So I guess I don't think he made any money on it, but it doesn't seem like it's a lot of fun. But some people are into that, Big J, from what I understand.
I guess.
Not
me.
No? Are you sure?
Yep.
You want to try it? I bet you we can get more than 100 people to show up. What do you say? Huh?
I guess we could make some money. How much are we charging?
I don't know. I mean, you're the guy that's taking the hit, so why don't you say? How much would you charge for a ticket to get in to see Big J get kicked in the chunk as hard as he can?
I mean, I don't like the as hard as you can part, so I'll skip.
Well, otherwise it's all fake.
I'll skip. I know.
It was your money. Wrap it up with Ribbon. The Heber City Police Department's artificial intelligence software incorrectly stated in a police report that an officer had been turned into a little frog. The body cam software and the AI report writing software picked up on the movie that was playing in the background, which happened to be The Princess and the Frog, according to Sergeant Rick Keel, and combined the two things. And that's when they learned the importance of correcting these AI-generated reports. The department began using Draft 1 and Code 4 AI programs in December to automatically generate reports from body camera footage, but when an officer showed up on the scene, the Princess and the Frog movie was playing very loud in the background, and the AI got confused and thought that the officer had turned into a frog. Big J, you understand?
Uh-oh.
And when they released the police report, people were like, what the hell's going on here? What kind of weird science is happening at the Heber City Police Department? Turns out it was just an AI-generated mistake, Big J. So now they have to dedicate more man-hours to going over these AI-generated reports to make sure there's no other mistakes like that in them. I thought AI was supposed to make less work for us, not more. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to do.
Or turn down your animated movies, one of the two. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. It is the X Rocks.
Here's traffic.
We'll see them March 6th at our official X-Fest pre-party along with Finger 11 and Local H. That is Filter here on the morning after with Nick and Big J. Big J says he wants to talk to me about badminton. This might be the first time we've ever talked about this on the show.
Yeah, and it's not really badminton specific, but the Chinese over there in China have a company have done something, Nick. They've built a robot. Now they're good at building robots over there. They built a robot to play badminton.
Finally.
And they've now used this robot to break a Guinness World Record, Nick. And I don't know if that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
I would argue it's not.
I don't think bots should be participating in the Guinness World Records.
No.
Now, I have a feeling the reason they let this pass by is because they had to be assisted by human players, Nick, and the robot successfully returned 1,452 consecutive hits, setting the Guinness World Record for most consecutive badminton counter hits with a mobile robot.
So it's specifically a category for mobile robots.
Yeah, but why? Why is that a category?
I don't know. There should be a robot world record book.
Yeah, the Guinness World Record for robots.
I keep Guinness out of it. It should be like, I don't know, some robot company. Like Short Circuits. Robot world record.
Yeah,
Johnny
but I'm
Five.
like, so what? This is just now we give the award to the programmers who programmed the robot?
No. I don't think, yeah, you're right. I think this should be stripped away. And first of all, I'm not sure what the demand has been for badminton returning robots, nor why it was
Look,
built.
I get it for training purposes if you had a robot serving you.
I guess. But like, who's the guy? Is there like a Marty Supreme of badminton where he's like, I just need a robot that can hit the ball back to me 1,500 times and I'll be able to be the world's best.
Yeah. If it could do it almost 1,450 times, that would be perfect.
It's exactly what I'm looking for. No human can do it. Why can't somebody build me a robot that can do this for me?
Is that what Marty Supreme's about? Robot badminton?
No.
Okay.
Marty Supreme is about ping pong and a-holes. But it certainly is an interesting side effect of this. I guess somebody out there is looking for it, but hey, listen, congratulations. Enjoy your little plaque until somebody else builds another badminton robot.
I feel like this is time when that guy here in Idaho needs to step up.
I don't know if he's a robot builder, though. Our friend David. I don't think he's got the technical. He's the guy that maybe he can try to beat the robot.
Yeah, I think that he should do that.
Is there footage of this? Do you have footage of it?
Yes.
What does the robot look like? Is it running from one part of the court to the other, or is it stationary?
It looks like your chair, but on top of the chair is like some controls, and it's just like an arm swinging a paddle.
But it does move around to other parts of the court, so it is mobile. So it's tracking the shuttlecock and then knocking it back. Okay. All right.
Award to Nick.
I mean, that's impressive.
Award 1 point to Nick. Serving love. You managed to get it out.
Yep. Well, listen, you can't talk about badminton and not talk about the thing that you knock around the net.
Right.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got your bad impressions. They're next on the X Rocks.
Enjoy more.
Bad impressions.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, and with bad impressions, you got an opportunity here to win yourself some free concert tickets to a show happening here in the relatively near future. February 21st at the Knitting Factory, the Red Knot Chili Peppers will make a return. These guys put on a hell of a show playing your favorite Chili Pepper songs without all the nakedness, generally speaking.
Well, I mean, they had socks on.
Yeah. I don't know if they've done that one yet or not, but we'll hook you up with these tickets if you can figure out who the made-up character is that I'll be pretending to be.
Oh, a fictional character today, you
Fictional,
say, Big J.
yeah. Fictional.
You want to go? 208-287-1003. Big J's going to give you 3 clues. Figure out this fictional character, and boom, you are in line for some tickets. Hello, the X. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Miranda.
All right, Miranda, you're up. Good luck.
Miranda, fictional character here, okay?
Yes.
I'll take my martinis shaken, not stirred.
Can I get one more hint?
Yeah, I have a license to kill, not to be killed.
James Bond?
Yeah, Bond. James
Well
Bond.
done,
the
Miranda.
preferred.
Hang on 1 second. We'll hook you up with those Red Hot Chili Peppers tickets. What was clue 3 for fun?
I'm a British secret agent who has a reputation as a ladies' man.
Now, a little bit of beef with your second clue. I mean, you did see the end of the last movie, right?
Yeah, but the movies continue. It's so he and who knows? Maybe he made it out of there.
Why is you think so?
No.
Why is James Bond in the news?
James Bond. I think we dodged one here. Maybe we'll see. But Noah Gallagher has shot down rumors the producers of the franchise wanted Oasis to do the theme for the next film. Nick, an appearance on some talk show over there in England, he added that he would be honored to write a theme song for the series. It would be an absolute honor, and I think those kind of things should be done by Brits, not Yanks.
Yeah, take that.
And I can't argue in some respects. There's some really bad James Bond theme songs out there.
Yeah, and
so
no,
Madonna's one of the probably agreed upon as the worst.
it's pretty bad. Are there any ones out there that you also don't like?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you like the Adele one?
Adele's great.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Do you like the Billie Eilish one?
Yes, the Harry Smith one or whatever his name.
Sam Smith.
Didn't care for that. I don't really care for his voice. But Sheryl Crow's is really bad too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Cornell's is good, right?
Oh, Cornell's is great.
Yeah. I mean, and no offense to Oasis, but usually what James Bond has done in the past has picked a contemporary artist that's hot at the moment. Usually not a throwback. I mean, Shirley Bassey being the exception, but that was back in the day. And so I don't think that they would go. Although Oasis is one of the biggest bands still in the world, their tour was huge.
Absolutely.
But I would be shocked if they didn't do something a little bit more contemporary.
Yeah. Metallica. Let's go.
Sure. I was thinking like Dua Lipa, but sure. Morning After
Probably
with
Taylor Swift.
Nick and Big J. There's your bad impressions. We wrap up the show here next on the X Rocks. To love wrapping up the Morning After with Nick and Big J on this Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. You guys selected a movie that Big J will watch called Neighborhood Watch tonight on Hulu. He will report back tomorrow and let us know if it's worth your time or not. We had a chance to give away some concert tickets. That trend will continue on your Wednesday. We also had an opportunity to talk a little bit about monkeys. It's been a while, but it's always nice when we can rehash our I guess the subject that we're probably next to robots the most scared about. Agree or disagree?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that was good. That leaves you with the floor, Big J.
Hey, man, role playing is good for your mental health.
Oh, yeah?
So pretend to be a maid or something at home. Wait, not that
Sexual
kind of role
role-playing?
Not that kind of role playing. But according to a new study, board games and tabletop role playing games could improve mental health and well being. So researchers found that games like D&D, of course, can help boost confidence, assertiveness, and real world social connection. And now, thanks to Stranger Things, it's acceptable in the mainstream.
What a world, huh?
Yeah, because I went to a private Christian high school, Nick. We were taught and told that D&D was of the devil.
Sure.
And that it was evil because you're pretending to be other entities and things.
And back when I played D&D, it made you more of an outcast than somebody that was part of a group.
Now it's like, let's all get together and go on a quest. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it was, what a dork. Look at him and his dorky friends play their dorky game. But hey, you know what? Times are changing, my friend.
Yeah. I'd be like,
that's good.
Why don't you go worship Satan, losers?
Listen to your Metallica and play your board game.
No, totally, dude. There's this one guy who would chant Metallica lyrics.
What do you mean?
He would say them and chant them. He wasn't singing the songs.
In like school?
Yes.
And it would freak you out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like master puppets, puppets.
Yeah.
What
Like,
a weirdo.
This dude is been playing too much D&D. He is of the devil. And then I went immediately and reported him to the principal.
Where is he now? Do you know?
Dead.
Hosting Boise Boys?
I don't know.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. That is it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Jason Drew's up next. Have a good one. It's EX Rock.
Big and